Hi! I am hoping you are having a good summer. I'm sorry that I haven't posted any videos for a while, but, you know, summer vacation, going to visit family and all that has kept me pretty busy. So, this is gonna be a haul video. It is gonna be Venefica's Occult Findings number 8. And I hope I'm not gonna be showing anything that I've showed before, but since this is a collective haul over a few months, I might have forgotten that I have talked about something already. But I don't think there should be much that I've shown before. Okay, let's get on with it. So I wanted to start with tarot cards. And the first deck is Tarot of the Magical Forest. This is the box. And it is a bit weird, and I really like it. It has this sort of Alice in Wonderland feel to it, if that would describe it. There's just a box, and you have that little toilet paper instructions inside. And these are some of the cards. Except I think I'm showing you the backs, because... yeah, here we go. Here are some of the cards. Like the Fool, and the Magician, I really like the High Priest that is an owl. So yeah, the theme of this deck is that all the characters are animals in various human clothing and so on, and they have huge eyes, and there's this weird dreamlike landscapes that they are put in. I really like this deck. It is unusual, so that's why I got it. Let me see if I can get it back in the box. That's always a bit of a challenge, because there's always some card that catches on anything that it could possibly catch on. Here we go. On to the next one. And that is Ghost and Spirit Tarot by Lisa Hunt. This box. Now, some tarot cards I get to collect them, but I know that when I saw this, I knew that this is one of the decks that I'm really going to be using to do divinations with. Again, this is a set with the typical toilet paper instructions, and this is just gorgeous. It has this sort of watercolor-like, very earth toned, and my camera really doesn't do these cards justice because they are gorgeous. So yeah, they have this, it's very spiritual. I'm getting sort of like Indian feel for it, but yeah, it's full of symbolism, very beautiful, and it's quite different from a lot of the other decks that I have. As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. And the third tarot deck card deck I got, I've been wanting for so long, since I knew it was coming, and that is Zombie Tarot. Now this is more of a collector's thing. It comes in this box that is meant to look like a box of ammunition, and it's a bit of a pain to get it open. There we go. And it has this instruction booklet, and yeah, it gives you some layouts and a bit about the cards. Now you could tell divination with these cards, definitely, because they do have the symbolism there, but they're also pretty zombie themed. A few examples here. You have the Fool, which is a man out on a picnic, and there we have a zombie coming out of the ground. And the Magician, of course, is a mad doctor. And yeah, Empress is a woman doing gardening with her zombie child. The Emperor saw a man and his kid having boarded up their home in to prevent the zombies from getting in. And yeah, the chariot shows somebody running around in a car and shooting at zombies. It's zombies. So yeah. I could use this for divination, and I am creepy enough to do it, but yeah, this is mostly for collection because I really like zombie movies and the like. And I like tarot cards, so it's perfect. Let me just put this set back together again. And I will probably do full reviews of these 3 tarot decks when I have gotten a bit more familiar with them. And so I'm moving on to New Age magazines. I've been getting a few English New Age magazines lately because they're cheap. They are like a third of the price of similar types of magazines in Norway. And I do have a lot of them. So these first 3 I haven't taken the shrink wrap off yet because I have a tendency to unpack them as I get done with reading what I have. But yeah, this is Soul and Spirit, and it's number issue 34, November 2010. And the reason why I got this is because of these cards here. They are little divination cards named Angels and Love. Now, I'm not really into love divination very much, but I bet they can be used to other types of divination as well. And since I collect tarot and oracle cards, I think these kinds of swag are very interesting because this deck probably is only published with this magazine issue, so that they can get pretty rare after a while. So yeah, and then there are Soul and Spirit issue, where does it say? It's the 50th issue. And then I have a lot of Spirits and Destiny, so I'm not gonna talk about these in great length. I'm just gonna show them to you and tell you the issue number. This is November 2011. And August 2012. So this is the newest issue of Spirits and Destiny. I have started getting them every month because they're decent magazines. They are a bit ladies magazine, if that makes sense. It's very focused on women. So yeah, and it's a bit trashy, but there are some good advice there and I like them, so yeah. For Spirit and Destiny we have July 2012. June 2012. May 2012. March 2012. Now, since these magazines are very soft, they are often difficult to get second hand because you have to be a little bit careful with them. But I'm hoping to be able to at least get a complete 2012 run of it. And we have February 2012. So I was lucky and got a lot of them a month ago or so. December 2012. December 2011, I mean. And yeah, there is a lot of angels and love and that sort of thing in here, but there are also some really interesting parts. There is a witchcraft section in the back of all the magazines and so on. October 2011. May 2011. So it's a monthly magazine. And the last one is August 2011. So I might be able to get the 2011 run complete as well. And I will eventually do review of the magazine titles. So a review of Spirit and Destiny, and a review of the other English magazines that I'm reading. But I probably won't do a lot of individual issues unless I like that issue or dislike it a lot. So, moving on to books. I was really excited when I saw that Llewellyn was gonna make this book, and it's Around the Tarot in 78 Days. It is basically it's an in-depth guide to how to get familiar with the tarot cards. And I really like it because it has exercises and it has a lot of information that I haven't really considered before. It's a good book and it's an interesting read. It's fun to read, which is also very important, because if it gets too dry, you have a tendency to just put it down. So yeah, it's a great book. And then I have Jesus Through Pagan Eyes. I am very interested in mixing and matching religions. Like I've said before, I view different religions as just as different languages to speak with the divine. So I really like books that combines elements from different religions and find common ground, because I think that's very important in our day and age, to find common ground between religions. Because really, when you look at it, there are a lot that all religious folks have in common. And then I have Long Lost Friend, a 19th century American grimoire. So yeah, this is in the Pennsylvania Dutch tradition, if I'm not completely wrong. It is at least American folk magic, which is very interesting. And I have a bit of a connection to the Pennsylvania Dutch because it has the same roots as Norwegian folk magic, which is in a large part based on German folk magic, which came in by the way of traders and sailors. You have some that has survived from the Viking era, but that's been pretty diluted. But you have a lot of grimoires and the like from the 15th and 16th and 17th century, which speaks about folk magic. So yeah, I have common grounds with, and folk magic was the first kind of magic that I was practicing. So yeah, I really like that book. And all of these 3 books are published by Llewellyn. And then we have Dosing Beyond Duality. Oh yeah, I forgot the authors. This one is written by David Cowan and Irina Cowan. And Long Lost Friend is written by John George Coleman and edited by Daniel Harms. And Jesus Through Pagan Eyes are written by the Reverend Mark Townsend. And Tarot, Around the Tarot in 78 Days is written by Marcus Katz and Tali Goodwin. So yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind and remember to mention the authors. But yeah, Dowsing Beyond Duality. Now, this is a Weiser book, and what really attracted me to it is, first of all, it is a pendulum book pendulum and other forms of dosing that goes a bit beyond those usually pretty slim books that you get that have how to get yes or no answers and so on, and it also how to heal with it, how to basically how to use your pendulum and other dowsing tools as more than just a form of divination, and also how to be more effective when you use divination, how to get more detailed answers and so on. So it is really a dosing book for those that have gotten beyond the basics. And so far I really like it. Like I said, that's from Vaser. And more Levelen here we have the Book of Psychic Symbols, which is about symbols, and more specifically how to interpret symbols in the world around you. We have a Norwegian book here, or at least a translated book. It is, and of course I forget the authors again. The Book of Psychic Symbols is written by Melanie Brown, and this one is written by Barbara Wren, and it is called Celleoppvåkningen, which is translated into the Cell Awakening. Let's see what it originally was called, because since most of you are English speaking, that is probably more interesting. Dun dun dun. Cellular Awakening. Pretty literal translation. And basically this is New Age. It is how to fill your cells with light, aka it is about energy manipulation. And this one is one I don't know if I've shown off yet, but if I haven't, here we have it. Wikipedia. I admit I got it because of the title. I just couldn't resist. It's not the best of books, but it is basically about the Wiccan and paganism, and there are some interesting things in here, but the title is awesome. And this is published by Sterling Ethos, and it is written by Sean Robbins and Elana Greenway. And the Cellular Awakening is published by Kaplan Dam in Norway. I don't know which company publishes the English version. Moving on, here's another one I don't know if I've shown. I think I might, but here, then again, we go again. Vampire Magic, The Grimoire of the Living Vampire, by Father Sebastian. And this is published by Vaser Books. And another Norwegian one here, or another translated books. This is Åndelig Junkie, or in English, Spiritual Junkie. It is by Gabrielle Bernstein, and it is basically about a woman who were addicted to drugs, but who then managed to beat that through New Age spiritualities. Interesting, it has some good life advice, and yeah, it's a feel-good book with some spiritual life advice. That's what it is. It's an easy read, and it is written by, did I say that? Yeah, Gabrielle Bernstein. This is also Kaplan Dam, and I don't know which company publishes the English version. And then we have Ecstatic Witchcraft. This is basically witchcraft mixed with shamanism. It is published by Levelen, and it is written by Gide Parma. And I have these two little book magazines that I have done a review about, but I haven't shown them in a whole video yet, and that is Witchcraft and Wicca magazine, Samhain Symbolic 2002-2003, and Beltane to Lamas 2003. There we go, and there we go. As if nobody liked a review of them, I won't be talking about them in length. Here's a book that really disappointed me when I got it. I was so excited when I saw it in Weiser's catalog, because I really love the concept. It is the Book of Ordinary Oracles. And what this is how to use everything around you, from skipping to the TV channels to basically anything, as a divination tool. Basically practical magic right there. What is disappointing about it is that you have a couple of those advice on how to use random stuff around you for divination, and the rest is just tarot and the like, and those sections are so small and undetailed that they are useless. So basically you have perhaps 10% of this book is advice on how to use all sort of things for divination purposes. The rest is just a poor tarot, pendulum and so on guide. So really don't recommend this book, and it was the lot's biggest disappointment. It is written by Lon Milo Ducrat. Like I said, it is published by Weiser. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to say the company that publishes Ecstatic Witchcraft, and that is Levellen. There's a lot of Levellen. There's always a lot of Levellen in my lots. And we have Magical States of Consciousness, Pathworking on the Tree of Life by Denning and Phillips. I assume Denning and Phillips have first names as well, but they're not telling. So yeah, the title is pretty self-explanatory. It is Pathworking on the Tree of Life. Good stuff. And then we have, again, that green book was, Pathworking book is from Weiser, and so is this. And this is Casting Sacred Space, the Core of All Magical Work, by Evil Dominguez Jr. And yeah, I've got this because I'm so lazy when it comes to sacred space. I like quick and practical magic. That means I have a need to do some magic, I light a candle, I say a chant, I visualize a bit, done. Or I just sit there, I conjure up some energy, I send it toward the goal, done. So yeah, I've really been neglecting all that. Clean the space, put up a circle, make a sacred space, light the incense, and all of that pump. And while I probably won't be using that in my everyday practice, because like I said, I like magic that will fit neatly into our everyday life, it is very nice to know those things and increase my skills a bit about it for seasonal rituals and the like, and when I feel that I really need to put my energies into a spell. That's casting sacred space. So yeah, I haven't read this yet, it just arrived in the mail today, but I'm looking forward to it. And then we have a book from New Page Books, and it is Kitchen Witch's Guide to Divination. This is a bit like the other one, it's about little practical advice on divination. It's a bit more put together. I haven't read all of it yet, so I can't really give my full opinion on it. I might do a review of it when I'm done. It is basically, as an undertitle, it has Finding, Crafting and Using Fortune Telling Tools from Around Your Home. And it is written by Patricia Telesco. And then I have 2 complete idiot guides. Now, strange enough, the occult idiot guides are really good. I have several of them and I really like them. Now, is all of them good? No, but most of them are actually surprisingly informative. So I have the Complete Idiot's Guide to Crystals. And it is written by Karen Ryan, and it is published by Alpha. I haven't read this yet, but it looks promising. And then I have the Complete Idiot's Guide to Numerology Workbook by Patricia Kirkman and Catherine A. Gleason. And of course it's also published by Alpha. Now I'm really interested in numerology. I'm actually more into numerology than astrology. I understand it more as well, so I'm really looking forward to this book. And then we have Sticks, Stones, Roots and Bones by Stephanie Rose Bird. Hoodoo, Mojo and Conjuring with Herbs, which really says at all what this book is about. I got this on a recommendation from a fellow YouTuber. I haven't read it yet, but it looks quite interesting. And it is by Llewellyn. And then we have a big one here. We have... And my cat has laid on it, so it has a lot of kittens here on it. So, here, kitten. It is named Astral Projection for Psychic Empowerment. The Out-of-Body Experience, Astral Powers and Their Practical Application by Carl Llewellyn, Westchenke, or Joe Hay Slate. And I'll probably mangling those names. And since Carl Llewellyn is involved in here, can you guess which publishing house makes it? Yeah. So yeah, it's about psychic projection and other types of psychic powers, and it's quite good. And the last item on my haul here is The Magical Retreat, Making Time with Solitude, Initiation and Divination by Susan Pestnecker. And my cat has also been lying on this one. I swear it, I have so many books that are full of kitten hairs. I have little claw marks on them. Joys of having a cat. So yeah, this is about both going physically away on a retreat, but also making your home into a magical retreat. So yeah, that was my haul, and I see that this video has been going on for quite some time, so it's time to stop it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a continued great summer, and blessed be.